Hey, what's going on, fellas? I've got this 2006 Honda Civic here, and I'm using this car to point out to you the location of the mini fuses for the operation of the AC. And also, I'm going to show you the AC relay, the relay that's very important for the air conditioner. So, popping down here, all of the Civics will have a 10 amp fuse at position 36. So, the role of this fuse is to provide power for the climate control unit, and it also provides power for the AC relay to help engage. And if you have a hybrid Civic, you will want to check the additional fuse at position 22. The role of this fuse is to provide power to a component that Honda calls the AC driver. So checking both of those fuses, they're both good. Let's pop down here. Underneath this cover here, under the hood, that's where we will find the air conditioning relay, the AC relay, and the fuse for that. So we push on the tab here and lift up. With the cover out of the way, we can quickly check this 7.5 amp fuse right here. The role of this fuse is to provide power for the AC compressor to engage. And that power is routed through your AC relay, which is this relay right here. Now, my favorite way to troubleshoot relays is I'll have the car on with the AC turned on, and I'll tap on that relay. Sometimes relays get stuck, and if you just tap on it or even wiggle the relay around, sometimes it can free up. So if after you tap on that relay, you hear your AC compressor engage, you know the relay is starting to get stuck. Now, further troubleshooting beyond that, we can also remove the AC relay, and we can swap in a different relay. So I would suggest temporarily swapping in the radiator fan relay. So if after I put the radiator fan relay here, if my AC engages, then I know that the original relay here was no good. Now, another thing we can do, and this is a pro move only, with the AC relay removed and with the engine running, we can actually manually cause the compressor to engage. This is strictly a temporary troubleshooting step, and please know that it can cause damage to your AC system, especially if your car is not properly charged with enough Freon, or if it's misfiring, or there's all sorts of things that this can damage if you're not careful. But if you look at these pins, the two larger pins here and here, I've got them outlined in red ink. If you connect these two pins together, it will take power directly from this 7.5 amp fuse and send it to your AC compressor for it to engage. I just suggest doing that as a temporary measure, just to see if the AC compressor is capable of engaging if you manually power it. And yeah, let's take a look at the AC compressor itself. Normally it resides down here, but someone's got it pulled up here for us. Now, the AC compressor clutch is on the front, and you know it's engaged if you see the front part of the pulley rotating with the back part. And it can only engage if this wire receives power. So if, let's say you check your relay and you check your fuse and all that, and your AC compressor is still not engaging, you will want to disconnect this wire and see if you're getting power here. If you are getting power here and your AC compressor is not engaging, then you know that the compressor clutch is no good, and you should probably replace your AC compressor. Now, one other thing, let's say your AC compressor is engaging, but your AC is just not that cold, or let's say your car overheats when your air conditioning is on. I have a separate video focused just about these fans. We've got the cooling fan and the condenser fan, so be sure to check that video out if you're having issues with the fans not coming on. So yeah, I hope that this information was helpful, was a good starting point for you in troubleshooting the air conditioning on your Honda. Please do let me know if you have any questions, or more importantly, if you have any advice. One last thing I want to mention, if your system is low on Freon, the car will detect that because it has a pressure transducer. So with this, it'll disable the AC if the pressure is too low, or even if it's too high. And so you can add Freon to the low side port here. So yeah, thanks for watching.